Hello people, Ujumpo here again. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Ujumpo Unravels. So today we are talking about the 3 argument choreographies by Esther Perel. I've said this before and I'm saying it again. Esther is my spirit animal. Like, I get her all the time. Before she opens her mouth to say anything, I understand it really. And I'm always intrigued by her wealth of knowledge and ideas. So today, I'm going to talk about the 3 argument choreographies. Hang in there, stick around, and we'll be right back. Hello, welcome back guys. Like I said earlier, today we are talking about the 3 argument choreographies by Esther Perel. And this really resonates with me a lot because it's like I moved from 1 to 2 to 3 and then to a better way of arguing, right? So I really can relate with all the 3 choreographies of argument. Have you been in a situation with a friend or your partner? Again, I love relationship discussions a lot, so pardon me if you hear a lot of these discussions around relationships. But have you ever been in a situation where you seem to argue with your partner anytime you have a conflict, right? So when you guys have something to resolve, he's shouting, you're shouting, both of you are shouting. So the first choreography is argue, argue, fight, fight. Nobody is soft pedaling. Nobody is calming down to listen. Nobody is trying to be the bigger person. Nobody is trying to understand. He's saying his own, you're deflecting, you're gaslighting, or the reverse. Nobody wants to believe that the next person is saying something that makes sense, or the next person is worth being listened to. So you just want to talk as the person is talking. Nobody hears each other. Both of you are arguing. You argue till you're tired and you stop arguing. That's the first choreography. And then the second choreography is argue and walk away. So in this scenario, one person is always arguing and then the other person is more like aloof. Of course, the person is not arguing back, but of course the person is not even listening to you. Neither does she or he understand or agree with what you're saying. So you see one partner shouting, you see, you did that yesterday, you always do that, do. And then the next person is like, I can't deal with this. And then the person walks away. So there's no resolve, right? The person arguing feels so more broken than he or she felt before the argument. The person that walked away, of course, feels like you're not making sense. You're always shouting, You're always shouting, you're not making sense. And you know what? I don't have your time today, so that's why I walked away. So nothing is solved. You people are back to square one, if not worse. And then the third choreography is walk away, walk away. This set of couple don't actually face their issues. So they bear grudges, right? Until one day they burst. So the man is like, she wouldn't understand, so why bother? And the woman is like, he wouldn't understand, so why bother? So the man figures out a way to deal with the situation without involving her, and she does the same. So the problem keeps piling up. It keeps piling up. It keeps piling up until one day, boom, it bursts. So these choreographies are flawed. So I'm here to tell you, you can change your choreography. You can learn, first of all, to stop gaslighting your partner, rather to begin to listen. Learn how to listen. Even if the person is arguing, you could be a better listener or a better communicator by listening. You know how they say, Adere boy yala, Adere boy yala, if it may be. So in essence, when you see your partner is already shouting, is already pissed, is already angry, is walking away or is bottling things, try to look for ways to meet him or her halfway. If the person is always shouting, try. It's not easy because one will ask you, what are the tools in learning or being the bigger person? Will I always be the bigger person? Every time he doesn't know how to talk, every time he's shouting like a madman, who is he talking to? Who is she talking to? Of course I get that. But remember something, have you noticed that when you intentionally decide to be the bigger person, it's just a matter of time the person will change. Try that and see how it works. So you have a partner that doesn't know how to communicate, a partner that wears his or her emotions on his or her sleeves, and anytime there's a little bit of glitches or issues or problem, the person shouts. The person doesn't know how best to communicate. So the person can even start with abusive words like, you're stupid, you're mad, you're not making sense, you're hopeless. All these things are hurtful. And I would understand if you lose it and talk back like that. But remember, what we want to achieve here is a positive result, not to exchange power tussle on who can insult better or who can rain abuses better. That's not what we're doing. It's not a competition. So you're looking for a way to have a healthier relationship. So you could champion that, you could lead that, you could be the bigger person. So the person comes, starts shouting, starts calling you names. You could just be calm. There's something a girlfriend of mine did to me one time. We traveled, right? We've been having issues. We're just trying to, again, we were in that phase of bottling things up. I've always felt that she doesn't understand me. And apparently she had also felt that I don't understand her. So most times when she does something bad, I'm like, I don't even know how to communicate this to this girl. She won't understand. And then this particular day, we've had a horrible day. We went for shopping. We looked for where to eat for the longest time before we found where to, it was just a horrible day. Then eventually we got to the hotel because we moved from south of France to Paris or something. I can't remember. But eventually we now got to the hotel because our hotel was supposed to start reading towards the evening. So we got to France, we decided to, or rather we got to Paris, we decided to shop, to while away time till when we could now go to lodge. And then we got to the hotel, she didn't like it. She was the one that booked, she didn't like it. She felt it was not what she saw online. So she lost it, she was shouting, I felt she wasn't really handling it well. But then again, I couldn't say that in front of the receptionist and all that. So I calmed down, I was trying to help, make her calm down and all that. Eventually they upgraded us, they changed our room, and we got upstairs. And her attitude was all over the place. So I lost it at some point. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? Chill. And then, we started exchanging more like hurtful words. It got up to here and I lost it and I was raising my voice. What's wrong with you? And surprisingly, do you know what she did? She said, Uju, I am sorry. Mabino. And she's Yoruba. She said, Uju, Mabino, I am sorry. Honestly, I had the best chills ever. Like, I genuinely couldn't shout again. I genuinely could, she poured me holy water, holy water. She calmed my body, I really couldn't say anything. I felt stupid, foolish. I felt, I don't know how to explain this. And the next thing I said is, I'm sorry. I don't want to call her name, but I know when she watches this, she will know. And she said, and I said to her, I'm sorry, She said, I'm sorry, Mabino. I've not seen you shout like this, so Mabino. And I'm like, go Joe, you're always looking for my trouble. Or are you sorry, Sha? Mabino. We now started laughing and we talked about it and all that. So the point I'm trying to make is, you could be her in a situation where, you're with your friend or your colleague or your husband or your children, really. Because children really can piss you off. They can push that button. And then before you know it, you will lose them because they feel, Mom does not understand me. Anytime I try to talk, she's also talking back. Anytime I try to explain myself, she's arguing. Yeah, she's my mom, she knows better than me, but there's something I know and there's something I'm trying to say, but she's not understanding it. And before you know it, you will lose them. Yeah, you're children, but you're not close. You can't get through to their emotions anymore because something happened at some point and there's no bond or connection or genuineness again from them to you. So sometimes what it takes is for you to say, I'm sorry, even though you know the person is actually looking for your trouble, even though you know the person is wrong. In that moment, be the bigger person. Just use that magic word, Mabino, Bele, Enshodigo, Bite, Ndo, Bayalo. You see, and say it genuinely, not Ndo. That will not work. Just be sincere in that moment and say, I'm sorry. I'm sure your partner is not a mad person, is he? Is she? Of course they are not. So they might calm down, even if it's not that moment. They might walk away still. When they come back, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So what is it? Explain to me. I will not intentionally want to hurt you. Shall explain to me? Let me understand. Now, you've drawn that thing from an argumentative state to a discussion state. And when the person decides to communicate, listen. Listen to understand. Evaluate it and then respond. And you will see this big thing that looked so big will just dissolve and melt. And who knows? You might get one that night, you know what I mean? Anyway, till next time, please guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification button so you get alerted anytime we post, and please share, comment. Till we see you again next time, or till I see you again next time. Hang in there, the best is next. Take care. Bye-bye.